So I'm going to make this quick and dirty and talk about really quick why I'm even making this video. So over the 2 years of me streaming, some of my viewers have gone into streaming. And usually before they start, they'll ask me for advice like, hey, Dunthar, what are some key points I should focus on or do? And some of you have done great, I think, anyway. You're doing better than me. And some of you aren't. And I dropped in the other day. Well, I drop in on some of you sometimes. Most of the biggest problem is just time zone differences and all that. And I was there for about 2 minutes, and the guy's like, "Oh man, why don't I have any viewers? Where are all my viewers at? I've been doing this for 3 months." Well, one, you need to stop doing that ASAP. No one wants to hear you complain about not having enough people watching your content. So where do you go from here, right? Well, I have two big pieces of advice, and then after that, I have a couple other ones that I think are important. So the big one is watch your own stream. Go back, watch a VOD. Would you watch your own content? If you say yes, have someone else watch it that's not afraid to hurt your feelings. And what I mean by that is, don't get someone that will just be like, oh, this is trash. No, no, no. Find someone who will give you good pieces of advice to make your stream better. Because normally another set of eyes or ears sees or hears something you don't see or hear, right? So I would highly advise find someone, or yourself is fine if you can find your own mistakes. Find someone and have them look at your stream and tell you what they think is wrong with it or what you could do better. And then improve, right? Get better at streaming. Streaming is a skill, right? You got to get better at it. My second piece of advice is stop watching big streamers. They can do things you can't because they already have the communities, right? Some of these streamers have huge OG communities from years ago, right? You don't have that. You're starting from scratch. You have to pull in new viewers to build your community with. With that, your stream, for example, has to be better than mine. It has to. You have 7 million people streaming a month. I think it's a month or a week. I can't remember the stat exactly. But you have a huge competition base. If this was years ago, it'd be a different conversation. There were less people streaming and all that. But you have a huge amount of competition. So your stream, if you want like a low end benchmark, it has to be better than mine. And what am I talking about? Well, this will get into my next couple points here. One, you need to have a decent mic. I'm not saying you need to spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds on a mic. But what I am saying is it needs to be better than what you're probably already using, right? You can't sound like you're talking out of a fishbowl or have, your mic constantly crackling or something like that. You can't have it. What I'm trying to say is you can't have annoying sounds coming through your mic with your voice. It doesn't matter if you're the funniest person on the planet. You need to be able to be heard without any of that, background noise. On that, learn to use filters on your OBS if you're using like Streamlabs. Use noise gates and things like that to help like clear out your voice or get rid of the background noise and things like that. Second, this one is something I see some of you not doing. Chat interaction. You need to talk to chat. I'm not going to say any names, but I came in on one stream for 10 minutes. Well, I said hi as soon as I came in. My hello wasn't acknowledged for 10 minutes. You were just talking to your friends on Discord. This is not a problem if that is the focus of what you're trying to do, right? If your friends are funny and you guys are having a good time, that's fine, but why are you streaming then? Why is the stream on, right? Like, you need to interact with chat, especially if you're a zero viewer, any viewer number really, but especially if you've got no viewers, you need to talk to chat. You need to be engaging with them. If you're not engaging with chat, you need to make whatever you're doing. So I'm a gaming streamer, right? And most of you are too. When you're playing your game and, like, for example, you die, don't be just like, oh, well, that sucks. Like, you sound dead inside. You need to be way more active than dead inside, right? Like, it's gotta be better. It's gotta be more engaging. It's gotta be fun to be there for that viewer. Even if there's no one else in chat, if you and that viewer can have interaction, that's that's the goal, right? That's the point. Especially for a small streamer with no community, right? You don't have a community built at all. Next point. If you have bad internet, I'm sorry to say, don't stream. You're wasting your time. You know, maybe the thing to do is make YouTube content instead, right? Because then your internet connection is less of an issue. But if you're coming in like, you know, at 360p, the bitrate is terrible, it's crazy laggy, it's just not good. That's just the truth, right? Streaming has a base amount of requirements that you have to meet at least at the minimum. One of them is good internet. You have to have it. Last one, I don't do this, but it's a Facecam, right? I don't have a Facecam. I've talked about this in another video. But if you're using a Facecam, it's a, for some of you, it's a great idea. But if you're just and big streamers make this mistake too. I'm not just targeting like you guys or anyone else. Like big streamers do this too. You cannot look dead inside if you have a Facecam on. You need to be at least you have your face be animated or enjoyable to look at. Anyway, that's it. I talk about this on stream several times, but once the stream is over, it's gone. So I figured make this YouTube video real quick. Maybe some of my past viewers can see this and maybe learn something from it. I hope so. So, that's it. I had no plan for this video. The big point is look at your own stream. Would you watch your own stream? What can you do better? If you can't see your own mistakes, have someone else look at it for you. And have that person be honest with you. And if you feel like, oh, maybe this person isn't being completely honest, find another person. Find another person. Do not rely on your viewers to do it for you, though. Your viewers will most likely never talk about a problem on stream. My community is a little different. You guys, they're used to me asking them for input, like, oh, hey, is the volume bad? Am I too quiet? Is the game too loud? And they've become very used to just telling me, like, oh, hey, Dunthar, listen, I can't hear you, man. Or, listen, the game's too quiet. But most people don't have that. So that's my biggest piece of advice. Please use it. I wish all of you best of luck. I really do. Especially if you're trying to make this like a profitable thing, to do full time or whatever. Anyway, thank you for listening. Peace.